is up, Bird brothers and sisters? Lindy End Zone is in for the touchdown, taking the lead for the Philadelphia Eagles, one video at a time. And as a quick presentation, I have my future co-host with me this week during draft week. AK Eagles has stopped by for this quick video presentation to give you guys a little bit of a premature rundown on how this Thursday is going to present itself. As for AK and I, we are going to be covering the 2022 NFL Draft pick by pick in the ever so building up of anticipation for when the Eagles make their selections and when they make their selections. As we know to this point, the Birds are throwing smoke screens everywhere. They're rumored to have, to be in talks with the Jets for the 10th pick, the Vikings for the 12th. Just to throw people off, Jameson Williams is their ideal selection at 15, reported by those in the NFL community. They're just trying to they're throwing darts everywhere on the board to make sure something sticks. So that other, NFL teams don't get a clear grasp on what they're doing. And, as we have known for years in watching the league, that it's just common practice throughout the NFL. But appreciate you having here with me, AK, to just give the folks a quick little rundown of how the draft week is going to happen, expectations and so on and so forth. But I got to tell you, man, I'm excited once again. This will be the second year of draft coverage for me. And I remember that I had you on the channel quite some time ago already. It's been almost a year. I think it's been almost a year for me personally. Actually, I think it's over a year. I think I started around late 2020 and, around like December or so. So, yeah, last December, I've been on this channel over a year and I had no idea. Man, imagine that. But this will be the second time that you're going to be with me officially having your own channel this time in draft coverage. And, I can't wait for, what awaits this year, especially with everything that has been going on with the Eagles.
Yeah, man, no lie. I appreciate you having me on, and I do look forward to holding our second annual draft night together. Listen, that was a great 8-hour stream we had last year. It was fun.
That's right.
It was enjoyable. And even 8 hours didn't feel like 8 hours. So, man, listen, there's a lot of ways this draft could go. We could move up to 10. We could stay put. We could move back. I just really, really feel whatever happens is going to be interesting. We're going to be on the edge of our seats. Every time a trade pops up on the board, I'm going to be like, ooh.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, man. I feel good. My blood's boiling. Psyched up, energized. Just hopefully we come out with our heads held high this year.
Yeah.
Like last year almost.
Yeah, I mean, last year, to be fair, they hit on a lot of the selections. Whether it was all the questions that we had about Landon Dickerson, whether he was going to be redshirted or not, and he proved to be one of our best rookie linemen that we've had in quite some time. Of course, the Heisman winner and Devontae Smith having the year that he did, despite all the circumstances that we have watched in that season. Milton Williams being a great depth piece along the offensive line, even though, again, we're still short in terms of depth going into this year with, Fletcher Cox on a 1-year deal that he could eventually be gone. Hopefully us addressing the linebacker position, the safety position, especially with the departure of Rodney McLeod and with there being not a whole the plethora of safeties it's not great, and it's not great. It's not terrible. It's kind of mediocre. We know of the Kyle Hamiltons. Jaquan Brisker has already been to Philly on a top 30 visit, so he's high up on a lot of Eagles fans' draft boards. I like Jalen Petre out of Baylor. I think he'd be another good selection in the second round. Speaking of him, I did drop a mock earlier today after being nominated by Philly the podcast and Joe Castro. I decided to drop a video on it to kind of explain my picks and whatnot at the current mock that I got. But yeah, I tell you what, this is going to be great. I'm more than definitely excited to be able to do this coverage once again. And who knows, we may see some familiar faces once more. But as I said, I wanted to give all of you guys a quick little preview of what's going to come for this Thursday, as AK and I once again will be doing draft coverage. I think on my channel for the first round, and then we'll move to the second through fourth for AK, and we're just going to go back and forth, vice versa, try and add a bit of fairness between both of our channels. Now that you have your own channel,
Right.
so. Yeah, man, I think there's a lot to be excited about. So long as you said, as long as we can hold our head high like we did, to a fault last year, Eagles could be very well in good shape when it's all said and done.
Something else I want to do this year too, man, is every pick we each get a guess, and then we tally how many we get right.
Okay. I'm
Like
good with that.
We'll do one from 32, and then I don't know, 2 through 4 might be hard. I don't know. That one will get a little tricky, but yeah, definitely. Like we'll start at 1. Who's going to be the first overall pick, and obviously we'll pick them before they do. But
yeah, I think the best context that we have right now going forward is just analyzing every top 30 visit that the Eagles have used. And as far as top 30 visits go, they were supposed to finish them up last week. So It looks like Christian Harris was the last top 30 visit the Eagles have spent on their visitations. So, man, a linebacker to, almost save the best for last. A linebacker they used a top 30 visit on, especially from Roll Tide. And, there's plenty of guys on the board that they could very well dip back into that Alabama pool like they did with Devontae Smith. But, man, nonetheless, I think we're going to provide a little more creativity in our coverage this time. We both have a better platform now to go off of, and, nothing but excitement going forward. But, again, thank you all for just taking the time out to watch this little preview that I wanted to put out. Again, thanks for AK for stopping by to get this recording out of the way, as we are going to have a exciting coverage for you guys going forward this Thursday. I'm ecstatic for hosting it once more. But with that, I'll let you guys all have a good Monday evening. And before we close out, make sure you guys go over and pay a visit to AK's channel, as he is going to be doing a Sub Mondays as their return, 10 p.m. this evening. Obviously, if you watch it past that, then you know what you can go back to and watch in terms of entertainment. But make sure to spread the love over to AK Eagles for his podcast and doing big things over there with East Meets West and them going strong. But until then, we will see y'all Thursday. Fly Eagles, fly bleed green. You already guys know the deal. Take care of yourselves. Have a good night. And we will see you next time.